Hello, Dale Beaumont here, host of Get Published TV. This is the only dedicated show on the internet to help you to write, publish, and market your own best-selling book. Well, it's been really great to be getting so much fabulous feedback about Get Published TV. And I'm glad people appreciate the fact that I'm sharing with you information that would normally cost you thousands and thousands of dollars, maybe tens of thousands of dollars to actually learn, either by paying to attend courses or seminars or reading books or investing in other education products to learn this stuff, or you probably end up paying the same amount, if not double or triple, in mistakes and actually wasting a whole lot of money without this education. So it's great to know that people actually appreciate it, because it actually takes a lot of effort to put together this show, and I do it happily knowing that people out there are really benefiting. So thank you for all the thank yous that have come in to Get Published TV. And if you're out there and tuning in but you haven't yet written me an email to say hi, then please do so. I'd love to hear from you. Just let me know your thoughts. Say a big thank you, because this is kind of my fuel that keeps me going and keeps me sharing all this great stuff. All right. That said, I've got another tip that can make people out there, can make authors out there a lot of extra money. Are you interested? I'm pretty sure that you are, because at the end of the day, the more money that you can make from your books, the more you can reinvest into bigger print runs, and the more you can then have the time to be able to write more books and follow your passion and reach and impact more people. So it's not really about the money. I'm talking about how you can make more money, but it's about what that extra money can do for you in your life, which is going to make all the difference. All right, so if you could flash this up on the screen, Alistair, who does all of the video production here, write down or put down these words: book swap. Okay, that's what I'm going to be talking about, doing a book swap. Now you may be wondering, well, what is a book swap? Well, I'm about to explain what it is. Now, for a while, when I wasn't actually aware of this, I would actually just go and I'd sell just my book, right? So I would deliver a talk or a presentation, or maybe on my website. I only had one book, so therefore I'd sell my book for, let's just say, $19.95. So I made $20, or didn't make $20, but I grossed $20 for every book that I sold. Because I only had one book. We all have to start somewhere, right? And maybe you have just written one book, and if you have, congratulations. But if you're actually running if you're doing a seminar or an event, and it also works on the website as well, but just to say you're at a seminar and you're now talking about your book, then at the end of your presentation, I'd like to think that you'll make an offer for people to actually purchase your book. Now you can make an offer for them to purchase just one book, which is great. And it's obviously better than offering nothing. However, there is a certain percentage of people, and if you've done a good job, it's going to be quite high, that will buy whatever it is that you have available for them to purchase. And so if you've got available one book, they'll buy one book. But if you've got two books, they'll buy two. If you've got three, they'll buy three. If you've got four, they'll buy four. If you've got 10, they'll buy 10. I've now got 16 books, and I do presentations, and there is a number of people that come up to me at the end, because I offer them a kind of discount, of course, and they say, I want all 16 books. And that's a pretty good sale when you add up what 16 books times by $32, which is what they sell for. I give them a discount, even if I gave them to them for $20. So 15 times by 20, you can do the maths, and pretty good numbers. And if we've got a few people doing that, it's a good hourly rate. However, how do you build up to that? Well, here's what I want you to do. If you only have one book, I want you to go from 1 to 2. Pretty simple, right? Everyone can do that. Well, how do you do that? Well, you don't have to go out there and write a second book. If you want to, great, and you should probably start working on your second one at some point. But what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to partner with somebody else who has written a second book. One of your companions, or even competitors, if you will. Now this is kind of a bit weird for some people, but some people think, why would I promote my competitor's book? you know, I really think that the whole idea of, you know, this competition, you know, should be left back in the last decade. You know, we're moving into a time now whereby there is no such thing as competition. There's such an abundance of opportunities that are out there, and rather than looking at what's not good about someone else, look at what their positives are. Now, it doesn't have to be something that's directly about yours. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, or maybe it's something that's a topic that is kind of an extension topic in a way, or maybe about a similar theme. So let me give you an example here. These are two people that have both recently published books, and they're both fans of Get Published TV. One's called Michelle, one's called Trevor. They both have a book about public speaking. Now, there's going to be some bits of overlap in some of the content. However, there's going to be unique content that's only in this book and content that's only in this book. Now, what could happen is at the moment they could only sell this book for $20, and this book could only sell for $20 as well. But if they team up together and they do what's called a book swap, now I'm going to explain that in just a sec. Now, what that means is there's now both got two books. So Trevor says, I'll take 1,000 of your books, Michelle, and in exchange for, you know, 1,000 of Trevor's. So they both exchange, let's just say 1,000 books. But now they've got two books. So when they're doing their presentation and they come times to make an offer, Trevor can say, and I've got this fantastic book which I've been teaching you about, and there's all these great ideas and principles that I'm sharing with you, and I really love you to purchase it. It's available today at, you know, $24.95. However, there's a good friend of mine called Michelle Bowden. She's also written a great book about public speaking. This is the perfect companion guide to my book, and it can take you know, the information you're going to learn here to a completely new level. If you'd like to buy both of these books, then these books are going to be available for you to purchase as a package for $40. So one book is $25, two books is $40. So clearly they get a little bit of a discount by ordering two. Now, there'll be many people that will want two books because you've made them available. There are some that may only want just one, but many will want two. I've just given you an example with non-fiction books. You could also do the same thing with fiction as well. So if you had a book and your book was a you know, a science fiction book, then if you had another science fiction book that had some similar ideas and themes, you can do the same thing as well, having a book by another author. Now, let's look at the numbers. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm run out of time on this video. I want to kind of try to keep them short and sharp and punchy. I'm going to come back tomorrow and or the next time that I'm here at the table, and going to talk about the numbers side of this, because this is where things get really, really exciting. But now that you understand what you're going to do, you're going to find somebody else that has a complementary work. You're going to contact them and see if you can do an exchange, a book swap as it's called. Maybe start with 100 and then you can build up to 300, 500, 1,000, whatever you like. Come back and watch the next episode of Get Published TV, because I'm going to show you how this works and why it's so powerful and profitable. See you next time on Get Published TV. Thanks for watching.